Hi, this is BDSM Talk number 3. This topic is going to be about restraints, mainly because often people use the wrong type of restraints, and you can do a lot of damage without even realizing that you're doing it with a bad restraint. A few things to remember are always check your circulation. If you notice the hands changing color, it may be too tight, and you don't want to cut off circulation for too long because you can lose limbs. It's an extreme thing, but if it's too tight, you can really damage yourself. Handcuffs are things that everyone reaches for right away. I had a pair of fuzzy cuffs and I knew no better. Fuzzy cuffs are better than just plain metal because they do give your wrist a bit of support, but if the metal bites in too much, you can do damage to the tendons in your wrist. So you don't really want to use metal cuffs. They're great aesthetic, but not so good for you. There's one thing I'm going to show you on my collar because I don't have a pair of cuffs with me. Leather that is kind of like this, where it's stiff and it's not so worn in, is more likely to cut into you than not. So you want to make sure your leather is finished all the way around and it's a little softer. So if you wear it in a bit, it'll get better, but use it slowly at first. There are one brand of cuffs that are excellent to use. They are called Sport Sheet, or that's the manufacturer. They make excellent bondage gear that is relatively affordable. You can get it at any adult toy store. You can even get it at Spencer Gifts and stuff like that. They are really soft nylon cuffs on the outside with a padding on the inside, and they're Velcro closure, so they can fit any wrist, which is great. And they won't do any damage to you. You can pull on them as hard as you want on your wrist, and you're not going to hurt yourself, which is great. And it's easier to watch circulation and still keep your partner restrained without having to do it too tight, where if she pulls or if he pulls, you could do damage. So there's that. But it's always watch your quality. Sport Sheet is a good quality name for a low price. I think you can get a set of them for $15 to $30 depending on where you are. I know in Canada they're a little more expensive, but also depends on the store. Leather you can range anywhere from $30 to Lord knows, depending on where you go for your make. Noir Leather in Detroit has some really great products, but again they're a little more pricey. And Northbound Leather in Toronto, they have really good products as well. And again, a little more pricey. It's more so just keep in mind what you want to use it for. If you want something really cheap and you just want to do a minor restraint thing, get some scarves, some silk scarves. You can even go to Value Village and get some silk scarves. Cheap, easy restraint, and you don't have to worry too much about damaging your partner. Keep a pair of scissors handy in case you can't get the knots done quick enough. That's a big thing too. Make sure that you can quickly release your partner in case there's any medical emergency, or in case the screams are a little too loud and the police are called, because BDSM isn't illegal, but it is frowned upon. As long as you aren't causing grievous bodily harm, you're alright. If you're in the States, check your state laws. In Canada, it's pretty basic. As long as there's not a whole lot of blood loss or any grievous bodily harm, you're pretty much alright. Yeah, I think that covers everything I'm going to talk about in this one, but you can definitely count on another update soon because I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I'm hoping you are too, and I'm trying to make it as informative as I possibly can. If there's anything you feel I've left out, please definitely let me know, or anything more you would like to know specifically, I will gladly tell you. Also, another cheap way if you want a kind of more aesthetic look, go to Home Depot or your hardware store, get nautical rope. It doesn't have to be really expensive. About, I think a 1/4 inch is good. I think that's the type of rope I use. And you don't want to go too thin, because if you go too thin, it can cut off circulation really easily. And it can also cut in skin, and it can amputate. So just be aware when you're buying it. Make sure it's soft and not that coarse nylon stuff that just not a good idea for skin. Nautical rope is very soft. And yeah, once again, that's it. And I will post more, probably another one tonight. Thank you, and enjoy tying them up.